Welcome back. Remember my very first video on pan pastels? We stippled, we blended, we cross-hatched, we glued, and so much more. Well, one of the techniques I demonstrated was using stamps with pan pastels. Today we are going to simplify the process. No fancy stamps, just our sponges, some pastel sticks, some pan pastels, mainly light blues, lemon yellows, bright pinks, soft green, a bit of red and white. A few pastel pencils might come in handy. Let's get started. I'm starting with white pan pastel, using what I like to call my legendary shoulder pad tool. I'm adding just a touch of blue into that white. Not too much, just enough to create a sense of depth. A white pastel stick helps to fill in any missing areas. I'm stamping the base of the vase, not drawing it. Stamping it. That's a key shift, because the moment you stop drawing and start stamping, something changes. You stop overthinking. You start working with shapes instead of outlines, and your marks become more confident. In order to be more accurate in the placement of my flowers, I'm using a simple roll of tape in order to make some circles to guide the placement of my flowers. The outer edge gives me larger blooms and the inner circle gives me smaller ones. Use any kind of tape or small circle that you have. Varying sizes come in really useful. There's no pressure to get the circles right the first time. A white pastel pencil is the perfect tool for the job because it's so easy to erase. Now this is where everything comes together. I'm loading pigment directly onto my soft pastel tools, and sometimes I'll even rub the pastel sticks straight onto the sponge to intensify the colour. Then I start stamping. No sketching, no more outlining. Stamping. And what's interesting here is how much control you actually gain, because the tool shape stays consistent. The pressure can be repeated. The marks become predictable. So instead of chasing perfection, these petals begin to form almost automatically. We don't have to work too hard here. Here's the thing, when you remove the need to draw every detail, you free up your attention to focus on placement, colour, rhythm and spacing. And that's where the artwork really starts to come alive, because good art isn't just about detail, it's about how shapes interact with each other. Stamping gives us the opportunity to play around with pattern, form and shape. It's in fact a shortcut that we can use to further enhance our style and other pieces of artwork. Before I forget, let's talk about paper. I get a lot of questions about paper. There's a reason why we often work on dark backgrounds with pastels. You can see it. The colours just pop. There's a vibrancy. And it also reduces the amount of layering that you need to do. And it also adds depth and contrast. With white paper, you're constantly trying to cover the surface. With dark paper, you're revealing the light. In many ways, the paper becomes part of the artwork. I'm cutting my eraser so I can get a nice, clean, sharp edge for all those tiny cleanups. I must admit I really love this technique. Think about it. Look how quickly it builds. If you were to draw each petal individually, this would take significantly longer, and you'd probably second guess yourself along the way. But with stamping, you commit to the mark, you move forward, you build momentum. And momentum in art is incredibly important, because once you hesitate, that's when overworking begins. This method keeps you moving, so try and incorporate it into some of those more complex pieces that you get into. So, looking back, over the last few months, I've been working through an oil pastel sketchbook page by page. And I'll be honest, it took longer than expected. But it taught me something important. Repetition builds mastery. And that's why I often revisit the same subject. This time I'm doing a vase in soft pastels. In one of my other videos, I did a vase of flowers in oil pastels. I'm really getting a feel for both mediums, how the colours and textures work, and how to truly master them. You'll often see me do the same subject, one in soft pastel, one in oil pastels, and sometimes even in paint. Each version reveals something different. Different textures, different challenges, and different solutions. Over time, those lessons truly compound. And that's why I really believe it's a great way to develop your style and truly understand your materials. Repetition is key. Another thing I've been exploring more in my videos is storytelling. One of my favourite pieces came from simply walking, observing, and letting the environment guide the artwork. I want to do more tutorials like this, experimental pieces, and of course, larger works. And some of my favourites have turned out to be the more cinematic, story-driven pieces. Let me know what resonates with you, which style or which styles of my videos do you really like and would like to see more of. The truth is I love to do detailed work, but sometimes I just want to do doodles. These doodles might look simple, but they are incredibly valuable. They remove pressure, they build confidence, and they help you understand your tools. They also allow you to practice without fear of failure. And perhaps most importantly, they teach you that art doesn't always have to be complicated to be effective. Now, I could absolutely leave this piece as it is. Personally, I think it looks beautiful. But if I wanted to, I could also take this further, add more layers, refine certain areas, add more detail, or even create an entirely different color palette. And that's something I might explore in another video. In fact, I've been playing around with this idea in different ways. Let me know if you'd like to see that. Would you like me to do more pieces like this? Do you want to see this particular piece pushed a bit further? Do you want me to do some simple pieces or try it on a larger scale? And if you create something using this method, I would genuinely love to see it, or at least hear about it. Thank you for creating with me today. Wishing you peace, joy, and confidence in your process. See you in the next one. Happy creating. Much love. Peace.